Hello everyone, and to you, Surgeon. So these are the 8 steps of conduct post-clearance audit in order to know the important the procedures and the documentation we should know. So the first part of this is the PCAG shall prepare a set of post-clearance audit procedures for approval of the commissioner to strictly govern the audit to achieve the highest level of highest level of objectivity, fairness, efficiency, and transparency. So these are the 8 steps of the conduct the post-clearance audit. So the first one is profiling or information analysis. So there are actually 2 parts, 2 offices under the post-clearance audit group. So actually PCAG TIRAO. TIRAO stands for Trade Information and Risk Analysis Office, and PCAG CAO is PCAG Compliance Assessment Office. So PCAG TIRAO shall perform risk profiling analysis activities on the importers. This will include the data gathering and evaluation of importer and exporter operations. So the second one is the audit notification. The commissioner shall issue the audit notification letter. This will be the most important document you should know to the company identified for audit. So the audit notification letter shall contain the name and or names of the authorized customs personnel from PCAG CAO or Post Clearance Audit Group Compliance Assessment Group Office to perform post clearance audit. It shall be valid for 30 calendar days from the date of issuance, subject to re-evaluation to the Assistant Commissioner. So for another 30 calendar days from prior to the expiry and must be served to the importer of any following mails. So una nito, the first one is the personal service or principal place of business. The second one is the registered mail, and the third one is actually the electronic notice or electronic mail. So the third step of this conduct of post clearance audit is audit plan. So the audit team shall prepare an audit plan to the circumstances for the audited company and meet the specific audit objectives in the most expeditious and transparent manner. So mo na siya, guys, ang step 3, ang third step. The fourth step is to conduct the audit proper. So this audit team again shall commence the audit proper not later than 60 calendar days from the service of the audit notification letter. Same gapon sa second step, di pa the commissioner shall issue the audit notification letter. So the fourth step, need gapon na siya sa audit team in order to audit the proper in order to check them in proper. So taas pag kayo ni siya, no? So I will explain it a little lang on the important details of this. So the audit shall completed within 120 calendar days per year of audit period team, the date of importer receives the audit notification letter. For the purpose, the audit is considered completed when the final audit report or FAR with demand letter or post-clearance audit group dash clean report of findings has been submitted to the audit team, endorsed by the Assistant Commissioner, and subsequently approved by the Commissioner. So, mo na siyang importante. So, the fifth one is the service of demand letter for payment of deficiency. Mo na siyang fifth step. It is within the 5 calendar days from receipt of the demand set of demand letter signed by the commissioner. So muna na siya importante. So napa is actually importante. So ito is mo niya mga services na kailangan madawat unta nila. The first one is by personal service of same gapon sa third step sa service nila, the principal place of business ng first. The second one is the registered bill, and the third one is the registered through electronic notice sent by the registered official electronic mail address. So, mo na siya. Dapat, basta na siya with the demand to pay later than 15 calendar days from the receipt. So, mo na siya. So, the sixth one is the reconsideration and investigation on audit findings. So, this is the most important role sa importer. So, the importer adversely affected by the deficiency assessment issued by the PCAG and approved by the commissioner may file a request reconsideration or reinvestigation. So investigation to the commissioner within 15 days from receipt on the demand letter. So mo na siya importante. So meron pa siya meron pang iba for request of sa mga gusto mag-request for investigation, the importer shall submit all relevant supporting documents in support thereof within the 13 days from the date of filing. Otherwise, the request shall be denied. So, mo na siya importante. And the sixth one is the seventh one the seventh one is the acknowledgement letter. So, mo na ni importante. Upon payment of the after paying the amounts as the date issue the days issued, the bureau shall immediately issue without the need of request from the importer a letter. This letter acknowledgement receipt of the payment made by the importer and with a statement that the audit is completed. So this the last one, the eighth one is the reporting to Department of Finance and Bureau of Internal Revenue. So these two officers shall furnish a copy of the final audit results within 30 calendar days from the issuance thereof, including the amount paid by the importer. So, mo ni siya ang the 8 steps of conducting the post-clearance audit sa part 1. So, in the part 2 is actually pag wala sa section sa pag-constructed as restricting or calling sa questions, the Bureau through sa post-clearance audit group to any statement or the accuracy of the document or declaration presented for customs valuation purposes and has been necessary for the purposes of collecting and to determine the compliance with the government rules and regulations. So that's all. So these are the 8 steps of the post-clearance auditor. So that's all, and thank you so much.